What's up, y'all? This is Michael with Gateway Real Estate here on a very rainy day here in Boston. So we are at 41 Egremont 4. We're on the first floor. This is a 4-bed, really interesting layout. Some definite pros, some definite cons. First con I'll get out of the way. The laundry facility is at the end of the block. It's about it's like a 2.5 minute walk to be realistic. Okay, so this is the living room. Awesome living room. Definitely a huge plus here. Look at all the space. Everything leaves, but this is what it looks like when you put in a modicum of effort to make an apartment look good. These people know what they're doing. And sometimes we'll get students who don't know what they're doing and the place looks like hot garbage. So how an apartment looks is largely how far you're willing to take it. So, okay. Sometimes it's not important for people, and that's fine. So if we go forward, you have your first bathroom, marble floors, full bath, And then we have one massive room to the right, left rather, and one massive room to the right. You can see there are people doubling up here. The landlord's cool with doubling up, but just they don't put extra people on the lease. They don't get involved in subletting. So you'd have to figure that out yourselves. You could maybe draft something for yourselves, but the owner does not get involved in it. They're just pretty hands off. As long as there are no noise complaints, she's fine with it. Okay. So double door closets, all these massive rooms have double door closets with mirrors, so very practical. Yeah, and then again, just look at how large this is. Really large. As a queen size bed, you have all of this space, and then there's still about 3 feet of space on the other side of the bed. Notice this, not really a very good window situation, and I'll explain that. You could potentially open it up for more. See, there's more windows, but I'll explain that in a bit. Oftentimes this stays closed because what's beyond that is kind of another bedroom. So I'll show you what I mean. So I showed you 2 rooms. I showed you the living room. Here is the second bathroom. Again, really shiny marble floors in this one. The other ones were more matted. So again, full bath. You have your kitchen. You have your third bedroom rather. Again, queen size bed. Yeah. Again, it's the same situation, so I won't even get into that. But you have built-in storage right over here, and you have double door closets like always. Now I'll show you the fourth room, which is interesting. It's very interesting. It's both a pro and a con. So all the rooms are spacious, and the fourth room will be too. I'll show you why. So the fourth room is kind of a double room. Again, if you want to separate these 2 areas that make up this room, you can if you wanted 2 individuals to live there. They're used as offices right now, but you enter it through the kitchen. Again, we're in the kitchen. So you're now in the last room. This is just the first half of the room. You could fit a twin size bed here for sure. Put a dresser over there, put a TV on the wall, whatever. But you do have space for that. If you wanted to exit to the parking lot, you can. There's a door here, but this typically stays deadlocked, yeah? So if you want just 4 people, this room would have a second half of the room. So it's kind of like a double smaller room. And again, actually, this is pretty standard size for a room. So you kind of get 1.5 rooms for the 4th person. Again, if you want to add a 5th person, if you want to add a 6th person, it's fine, but no more than 4 on a lease. The other 2 would have to be considered subletters, Okay, so again, lots of windows all throughout here. This will get plenty, and I mean plenty of light. That's the parking lot, by the way. Here's a double door closet. You have some more space there if you wanted a bookshelf. So yeah, you could use this as a 5th room. You could or you could use it as just an extension of your 4th room. So I think what would be most fair, especially this is incredibly affordable for 4 people. It's on the very low end for 4 people by the Boston standard. But you could use this as maybe like your office, like they have, and then use this as just your bedroom. So I think that's the best idea. Again, so for the 4th room, they get their own office, which is right here. That would be a lovely spot. Just push this up against the wall so it's not in the middle of everything, and then just sleep here. And because you have a closet, yeah? How awesome is that? That's not bad. All right, I'll see you. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice day now. Bye.